Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just thought I'd sit down today. I'm about to put some makeup on and get ready for the day, and I figured I might as well sit down and film it and have a bit of a chat to you about what's been happening in the last few weeks and just a little bit of everything. So the first things that I am going to do is, while we're starting to chat away, is I'm going to put my primer on. Now, I have oiled up my skin, so this morning I have done a peel and a hydrating mask, and I've just put some facial oil on. I've been away on holidays for the last week or so, and I was a little bit slack before that too, so my skin was in definite need of some attention. So that is what I've done this morning. I've put a fair bit of oil on in preparation for the foundation I'm going to use. But I went to Mecca the other day, and I'm like, I might as well get some samples while I was there. I was even getting my little birthday gift. And I got a little bit of the sample of the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Now, I've used it a couple of times. Still a little bit unsure about how I feel about it. I haven't fully decided yet. It feels nice going on, like it feels absolutely beautiful. But I think it's one of those primers, I'm not sure whether it actually makes a difference to my skin or whether it makes it worse. I've got to think about that, especially with my dry patches and stuff like that, as to whether it is actually making a difference. But I did go in the intention of getting the new Vanish liquid foundation. Now, as you know, or if you've been watching my videos, I got the Vanish stick, the hourglass stick, probably 6 or more months ago now. And initially I didn't like it. You could definitely see it on my skin. It was drying. I didn't like, I could see it was patchy. And it was an expensive foundation. We're looking at, I think it's $70, $80 in Australia for that. And I was determined to make it work because I paid a lot of money for it, and we can't return it here in Australia. So I figured out that the best way to make that work is to make sure that my skin is well oiled underneath, that I've used some good facial oils underneath, it's very well hydrated, and then it sits beautifully and it wears beautifully throughout the day. So I've gone in and I've got the Hourglass Vanish Liquid Foundation, and I've tried it a couple of times and I'm having the same thing. I'm not going to give up because I know how I've changed my mind about the stick foundation, so I'm still trying to work out how to make this work. But I've got a feeling it might just be a little bit too drying for my skin. I think it's drier in consistency than the stick. So we're going to put some of that on and have a bit of a chat while I do. What I've done over the holidays is I've taken my Georgia up to visit her dad up in Townsville. And I care for 3 other kids, so I took them up on a little adventure to visit my family and friends up there and get to meet all of the people that I know up in North Queensland. And I think they were slightly overwhelmed. One, by the 14-hour car trip. It was a long drive up and a long drive back. And it was definitely, it's not, a car trip is never going to be fun, especially that amount of time. But they were awesome. They haven't seen any of North Queensland, so they definitely got to see a bit of that as we were travelling up the coast. I'm just working this foundation in. I'm trying to work it in really well. It's meant to be extremely high coverage, and I'm trying to really buff it into the skin so that it doesn't feel like it's sitting on top or look like it's sitting on top. I found with Hourglass that I really struggle to find a neutral pulling towards the pink in my in my depth of skin colour. It's hard to find the right match. They definitely need some more shade selections. So this foundation pulls a little bit yellow on my skin, but we will work at it. So yeah, so I went up the coast. The Casper went out to my father's for the week, and the cat was fine here, but we did decide to take the rats. It's always interesting taking 2 rats in a car, 40-hour car ride. Luckily they had a, they slept most of the time, and they were a bit of fun, and they provided a bit of entertainment during the trip. But I think it was quite funny where I was staying at a friend's place. She has 2 cats, and they certainly are not as used to them being around as my animals are. So I think the cats were in captivated attention of the rats while we were there, and the rats were in fear for the whole week. And especially because it was my house, so the rats had to stay in the cage most of the time and stuff like that too. So it was kind of quite funny just to watch them interact with each other. I still don't. Casper. I still don't love this foundation. I can't make it work. Casper's trying to pretend to be like a big, guard dog at the moment, but we know he's not, so. Alright, so my skin's not in the best condition from car rides and tiredness and whatever else, and different climates and so forth, so I gotta do a bit of concealing. First things first, I'm just gonna conceal my nose. Somehow I cut it. I don't know what really went on there. So I'm just using my Shiseido stick concealer. I'm still trying to use that up. So yeah, I've cut my nose. I'm not sure what happened. Who knows? With everything that's going on, could have done a number of things to it. Alright, just trying to cover that up a little bit. So once we got to Townsville, Townsville was at its absolute finest. I was a bit concerned going up because of all of the floods and everything that had happened earlier in the year. And I was like, is it going to be as beautiful? It is definitely a beautiful place in the world. And but it was the weather was perfect. It was Townsville when you want it to be. There was no humidity. It was warm. Nights were, not cold but not hot. It was absolutely perfect time of the year to visit Townsville. And I'm really glad I went up. So I'm just going to use a little bit of some Shiseido Natural Finish Cream Concealer. I have it, it's in number 2. Yeah, so it was, I was just so, it's because it's been a year since I've been up there to visit. Just with other travelling and things that have been going on, I haven't actually gotten up there for a while, and it was really nice just to see everyone. I am very lucky. I have amazing friends and family, and it was what was needed. Just that reminder of just how truly blessed I am, that I am surrounded by people that love and care for me, and are also so, it's hard to describe my family and my friends. So I have taken 3 children into my care, and you know, to me they're my kids. At this present point in time, they're my kids. They're treated like my children, and you know, you always sit there and think, oh, will other people be the same? And my family are. They're just, some of my friends, they it's like, oh, hey, you got 3 more, cool, welcome, come on in, help yourself, here we go, all right, what do you need, da 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 da. And it's just like they've been part of my family their entire lives. And I'm so thankful to my family for just being those kind of people. But then I'm also like, you know, that's why I'm the way I am, and that's, you know, it comes from those people that are positive influences on you as you grow older, and you choose to remain involved with, and things like that. And it was just lovely. Like, the kids were just like, oh well, hello, here you go, come on in, here you go, blah blah blah, let's go for a, you know, buggy ride down the back and all of that kind of stuff. And it was truly wonderful. And I hope those kids enjoyed it. Well, I think they did, but I do. I hope they saw a bit more of the world, and kind of saw, yeah, my family and why I'm probably the crazy person that I am. But it was, yeah, I don't know. I am definitely, I'm pleased I took them up there, and we will try and go back at another date down towards the end of the year sometime. And then what else did we do? Alright, so I've done the base there. I'm gonna go on and prime my eyes. So when we were up in Townsville, you know, we did the typical things, went down and saw the beach, saw the aquarium, went to the museum, you know, just those places that when you live there you kind of hardly ever go to, but you're like, oh well, I better show you the best of, oh, well, not the best of Townsville is just, you know, my family, but I guess the best of that it has to offer and things like that. So between meeting and being overwhelmed by the number of people in my family, we did those kinds of activities. And I think, to be honest, the kids spent most of their time absolutely exhausted. There were times where they're like, are we actually going to be able to sleep in the morning? I'm like, no, we're up, we're going. So I think they were kind of just a little bit over it. So I'm just adding a little bit of a neutral shade through my crease. Just using the Tartlet in Bloom palette. So just use Flower Child. I'm going to go in with a bit of Smarty Pants. Mainly because I want to use one of my Natasha Denona palettes, because I never use it. I got it in a Lucky Bag or something at some point. I never use it, and I'm like, I want to try something different today. I want to actually use something a little bit different. I've been using this Tarte palette for the last week because I've been on holiday and I only just took a neutral palette to go there, because I've got to wear red lipstick every day still for my Red My Lips campaign. And so I was like, oh, I'm just going to take that, and it was fine. This is a beautiful everyday neutral palette. I think it's lovely. And because it's not too warm, I like that. I'm not a huge fan of super warm shadows all the time. So for me, it was something I was happy to wear every day. But I've got back and I'm like, I just want to play. I feel like playing this morning. I haven't worn makeup the last couple of days because of travel, and yesterday I think I spent most of my day in kind of half comatose existence doing washing and everything from being back from holiday. So I was like, So I've got the Natasha Denona number 5. So there we go here. It only has one kind of satin matte, hence why I had to go in with the tart one. So I'm going to take that one. I think it's called Cool Plum. No way, shape, form do I think it looks plum, but that's alright. So we're going to just put that in the outer corner here. So yeah, I think I think the kids have absolutely no idea who they met and what their names were. I think it was like, you're just another person that belongs in Tammy's life, and hello, and yeah, it would have been overwhelming to them. And because like I was trying to fit in as much as I could in the few days we were out there, like I wanted to see a lot of people, and I still didn't see everyone that I wanted to. I had so many on the list, but by Tuesday, both the kids and I were exhausted. You know, socialising takes it out of me at the best of time, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. So I kind of went, yeah, no. So kind of just took a bit of time out and chilled on Tuesday. Went to the museum and stuff, but nothing too drastic, and then got up ready to drive back 14 hours on the way home. So I'm going to take this middle shade here. This is Oxide. When it comes to these Natasha Denonas, I don't think they're worth the absolute ridiculous price tag that comes with it. That's just a personal thing, you know. While it sounds nice to, you know, use all of this expensive, high quality makeup, I have found that you can get some pretty good gems at not so much too if you look for it, through a lot of trial and error. Now don't get me wrong, these are nice shadows and they are lovely, but I have a problem with the expense. I'm going to take this one out in the outer corner. This is Moonstone. Put in this inner third. Blend it into that oxide. Just going to take a bit of Aura into the inner corner. I'll just give my brush a bit of a spritz. So I'm going to get back into the Tartlet palette, and I'm going to go in with one of these dark colours yet. I haven't decided. I'm just going to run that across my upper lash line just to provide a little bit of depth there. If you guys get up to anything interesting in the holidays, I know I'm looking forward. I'm heading down south tomorrow to spend some Easter time with with families. So more travelling. The joys of. And by the time this video, I don't know whether it's going to go up before or after Easter, but either way, I hope you had a lovely time. I hope you enjoyed the time with your family and enjoyed the long weekend. I know we're all back to school next week, so yay. We've got student camp for the first part of the week, and then we've got Anzac Day, so it's going to be a short week for me, but a busy week, because I won't as such be in class very much, but I will definitely be busy, especially with student camp and things like that. It should be a good week. Anzac Day, heading down to the parade and things like that. So George's dad is a retired soldier, so was a soldier. So it's definitely something I encourage Georgia to continue to do, is to work with, or be engaged with, actively remembering our veterans and our current serving soldiers. So it's certainly something that we do. I mean, I like to think I'm fairly involved with the RSL, so the Retired Services League here. So, you know, it's something I like Georgia to be aware of and mindful of. Here's the L'Oreal false architect something or other for mascara. Yeah, so I'm going to not talk while I do this, so I'll catch you on the flip side. After finish here, I've got to go finish baking or decorating a cake. So I baked a chocolate cake last night, making a Easter themed cake for Easter Saturday tomorrow. So I'm going down and going up to visit my brother and sister-in-law and my nieces and nephews. So I'm making an Easter cake, so there's going to be a bit of an Easter hunt and stuff. So yeah, so I made the cake last night and I'm going to go decorate it in a bit. And I love cake decorating, I love baking, I love any form of cooking. I think aside from makeup, I think cooking would be my other big creative outlet. It's definitely something I've enjoyed since I was a kid. My brother and I used to participate in cooking for family dinners right from an early age, and we both to this day love to cook. So yeah, so I've got to go bake this cake, but I think I'm not as into it as I normally am, because I'm just so tired. I'm not as bad today as I was yesterday. Yesterday I think I just kind of plodded around all day long and was like, yeah, alright, breathe, okay, and do this. So yes, I've got to finish decorating that after this. I've got a friend coming over to say hi, which is nice, and she's got one of the other baby rats of Luna's, and so she's bringing her around so we can have a compare and see how our little ones are growing and stuff like that. I know, kind of sad. That's alright. I like it. So I'm just using the Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Contour Kit. Just using the bronzer in there at the moment. Yeah. Next holidays, so I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to do next holidays. Next holidays, I think, if I can, and if depending on what the weather's like, I might chase some snow. It's on my bucket list. Surprisingly, with all the places I've visited and all the things I've done, I've actually never seen snow. So I'm thinking that I am going to, might get in the car if it seems thing and it's not too far away, and go for a drive and chase some snow. So that's my plan, I think, for next holidays. I don't know. It's one of the lovely things that I guess of, being a teacher and stuff like that, is I do get to enjoy the school holidays. I'm definitely thankful for that. I think all people are thankful for that, because if I didn't have school holidays, or if teachers didn't have school holidays, I think there'd be a lot more probably maybe not so good behaviours at school from both teachers and students. We all need a bit of a break. And learning is intense, and so for the kids, and teaching is intense. We work hard and we think hard. They have done studies that kind of show that teachers make more second-to-second decisions in a day than surgeons do. So I know that you know, a lot of people joke about, I guess, how easy we have it and things like that. But our job is mentally exhausting. So just adding a bit of lip liner. This is the Revlon Colour Stay in Wine. And then I'm going to put on a red lipstick. I think I might, mainly because I haven't worn it, I'm going to use yet. So I'm wearing a different red every day this month. So this is the MAC Chinese New Year limited edition casing, but it is just Ruby Woo. So I'm going to put that on. Oh, that's what I get. I love the smell of MAC lipstick. Gonna go in and add a bit of highlight. I'm gonna use MAC Whisper of Guilt. Just gonna set the face with a bit of MAC Fix Plus. Actually a lot, because this foundation needs a bit of hydration. Like I said, it was just a quick getting ready with me today. I'm going to go off and decorate this cake. I'll probably come back and film a couple more videos later on today, so you'll probably see this either before or after throughout the next few videos. Hope you're kind of like listening along as I just babble along, you know, just having a chin wag. Oh my god, I sounded so Australian then, but hey, I love it. Alright, so as always, remember, be kind, be strong, and be a warrior, and I'll see you later. Bye.